In case you're wondering why we are playing Kenny Chesney, it's because it goes into what we're talking about with our calendar. Every year, every single year, doesn't matter, I always start off with an effective, productive calendar. I wanted to come on. Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to 24. Welcome to 24. I gotta get some like hand situations going on. But anyway, welcome to 24. I'm super excited. Put in the comments, welcome to 24. Happy New Year to you. We're gonna go over the calendar, how I set my calendar up every year, how I teach founders to set it up, the key things that you need. It's gonna be a super quick chat. Key things that you need to make your year go smooth, and it's gonna give you the best start ever. Start doing this before the new year, but I like to do it New Year's Eve, the first day. Doesn't really matter. We're gonna go ahead and get started. Couple of things. I made a couple of notes that we're gonna do, but again, this will be up. You'll be able to check it out. Okay, so on your calendar, I don't know what you use, but if you use GCal, go ahead and set it up. Hey, welcome. What's going on, Shelton? Hey, so funny. I was just thinking about you today. So shout out to you. What's going on? And okay, so we're talking about our calendar. We're going to set it up for success for the year. And it's something that I do every year. So what you want to start doing, I was getting ready to do it. And then I thought, I'm just going to go ahead and record myself doing it so you guys can catch it as well. Key things that you want to do in your GCal. First thing you do, you want to Google Mercury Retrograde. Okay? You want to Google Mercury Retrograde. And I know you're like, what are you talking about? Yes, we're talking about Mercury Retrograde 2024. Google Mercury Retrograde 2024 and you will get the results here, okay? Google those results. And then what you do from that point, we're gonna, hey, what even do? What you're gonna do at that point is we're gonna add all of the Mercury retrogrades to the calendar. That's step one. That's how you build out the framework for your calendar is Mercury retrogrades. So here you go. We've got the dates right here. I'm gonna call them out just in case you don't have them right here, right now. So they are gonna be, listen up, here we go. Mercury retrograde, that's how we're starting the base of our calendar. Mercury retrograde, December 13th, 2023 to January 1st, 2024. That means today's the last day of Mercury retrograde. We started off this leap year, which shout out to us, 2024, as you will hear me refer to as 24, is a leap year, which means, let's see. All right. Welcome back, guys. I will start over from the top. We had a couple of minutes. We just got started. We were just getting into it, so don't worry. We are still here. Hey. Thanks for popping in. If you can tell by the title, we're talking about setting up our calendar for the year and setting ourselves up for success. This is something that I personally do every single year. Every year I follow this format and I follow this framework that just sets you up for success for your upcoming year. And I want to share with you as I go along and do it. And this will help you visualize and see your year and your goals coming up for the year. Every year I do this on New Year's Eve or New Year's Day, which is where we are right now, the first. Shout out to the first, 2024 leap year. So it's day one of day 366, not 365, 366. This will be up so you can watch it later. So just kind of chill, pop in, pop out, whatever you want to do, get relaxed. We're going to talk about setting up your calendar for success, and this is going to help you win. Again, this is going to work with, I use GCal, and you can use any calendar system that you like, but I like to use GCal because it's integrated with everything. Comment if you use GCal too, and if that's something that you like, or maybe if you use another calendar system. Let's get started. One of the things that I like to do is I set the framework in the base for the entire year that's coming up. As you know, we are walking out of 23 and we are in 24. You will hear me talk about 24, which is 2024. You hear me talk about 24 and where we are. But it doesn't matter. This framework applies to every subsequent year. It doesn't have to be 24. So let's get started. Okay. Let's decide. The first thing that you want to do is you want to go, and this will also be a kind of reference to the music that we were just playing, but you want to go to Google and you want to Google Mercury retrograde, and then you enter in whatever year that you're in. For example, we are doing Mercury retrograde 2024. This is how you start your calendar off every single year, okay? Every single year you do Mercury retrograde and then the year. This is where we are. Mercury retrograde 2024. Google that. Google it. Then I have pulled it up and it says right now, December 13th, 2023 to January 1st, 2024. That's today. So it's the end. We are at the end of Mercury retrograde. I'm super, super excited about that. This is great. January 1st, 2024. Obviously, we have some shadows that are there, but we are looking at December 13th to January 1st. Y'all, let's talk about, we'll get there. We'll talk about Mercury retrograde and what it did to your life this holiday season. Okay, so the next one, I'm going to call these out in case you want to build it as we're talking right now. April 1st to April 24th. April 1st, that's pretty much all April. All April, August 4th to August 27th. Okay, let's repeat that. August 4th to August 27th. And then lastly, we have November 25th to December 15th. So the last Mercury retrograde of the year is going to take place during Thanksgiving this time, like in that Thanksgiving time period. And yeah, so we got those four. That's how you start your base for your calendar framework. And that's where you're going to look for. Before you put anything on your calendar, when I say anything, I mean before you do a business meeting, before you do anything important, before you catch a flight, before you use your miles, before you walk into the Delta Skyline area, check Mercury retrograde. Check your Mercury retrograde. Put this on your calendar. I like to use the color red because it'll cause you to pause and it'll cause you to stop and think. Maybe stop, drop, and roll. I don't know. But it'll cause you to do a bunch of things that will help you stay aware to set yourself up for success. Because if you're on this side of the internet, you're focusing on growth mindset, you're focusing on improving your life, you're focused on getting the most out of life, and you're not focused on settling for what is given to you. And we want to set you up for success. That's the first thing that you're going to do. Set up your Mercury retrogrades, get that on your calendar, and get that in there. That's going to help you, okay? That's step one. Then step two, okay? Then step two, as you set up your calendar for the year, you're going to look, oh, hey there. Hey, Sam Spar just came in. What's up, guys? So what you're going to do after you go through, so step one, you're going to Google Mercury retrograde. You're going to add all of the dates. We just went over the dates. And quickly, December 13th to January 1st, today's the last day of Mercury retrograde. Shout out to us. And just in case you didn't know, we're in a leap year. We get an extra day. April 1st to April 24th, August 4th, August 27th, November 25th, December 15th. Okay? That's what you're going to put on your calendar, and you're going to start there. Next, after you've laid out the framework in red, that's the color that I use because it calls you to pause, stop, drop and roll maybe. But it's going to cause you to do that. After that, then you want to look, and I have a video on this. If you are following me on YouTube, go ahead and look at that video. It's one of my top videos. It is a top tech conferences. Maybe you're not into tech conferences, I don't know. But whatever is industry specific for you, that's going to help you focus on growth physically, financially, emotionally, however you look to grow in this year. Look for the top 5 conferences or events that surrounds that particular topic. That is going to feed your mindset. That's going to help you grow continuously. That's the only thing that we have in life is personal development. The more you invest and develop yourself, the better you are for the people around you. You are really strengthening yourself as an asset and not a liability, because we're assets over here, okay? That's what you're going to do. Do that. And that is going to lay the next framework. So for example, Let's just look at, for example, because I've been doing this a while, I know the conferences, the top 5 tech conferences, the top 10 tech conferences. I know typically where they fall and where they lie. And then when I look at these Mercury retrograde dates, I can go, ooh, yep, I can attend that. I can go to that. I can plan around that. For example, let's look at these dates again. One of the dates that really stood out to me as we're looking through this is the first full Mercury retrograde, 4/24, is for 2024. Okay, there we go. Is April 1st to April 24th. April 1st to April 24th. The thing that stands out to me, we're going back to pretty much, let's call that section A. We're going back to section A. The thing that stands out to me is that, as you know, I do a really big event for South by. I host events for South by. We have the Prop Tech House coming up for South by. We have all of these huge experiences coming up in Austin for South by. If you are in Austin, you love Prop Tech, or you want to be a part of this new experience that we have, can't wait to tell you about that, definitely reach out and we'll see you in Austin. That is in March. Okay, so what we do here is immediately I'm thinking, whew, okay, I don't have to really think about what that's going to look like because Mercury retrograde is going to be April 1st. So again, we're taking one of the dates, okay, because we identified one, we're doing Mercury retrograde foundation. 2, we're doing industry specific events and conferences that's going to expand your growth. You look for those top 5. As you can see, one of my top videos on YouTube is top 5 tech conferences. I'm in a tech, you may not be in a tech. Whatever you're into, go ahead and look at what's going to help you grow and elevate those 5 events and conferences. See if they overlap with Mercury retrograde. For example, South by 24 is March 8th to March 16th. We don't have a retrograde in that period, which I'm super, super grateful for, super appreciative of, super excited about. That is what we've got to look forward to. Okay. And if you aren't familiar, I'll give you a brief overview of Mercury retrograde and why we lay the foundation of our calendar and hedge that against Mercury retrograde is because it is just not an ideal time to launch anything new. It's not an ideal time to launch or do a major event. Don't do it to yourself. No, don't do it because you'll have all of these things that go wrong and it's just not worth it when you can put it off a couple weeks. It is definitely not worth it. Don't do that to yourself. Then if you have to do certain things or certain events, you can be aware and you can provide yourself with that patience that you need in order to push through, because maybe you have a big presentation that you can't move. Maybe you have a big conference. Maybe you have a big talk that can't be changed because they didn't put their calendar against Mercury retrograde and now they're wondering why their event didn't sell out. Whatever. Okay, you have to be prepared for that, and that will give you the insight and confidence that you need in order to be prepared for that. That's what it is. Okay, and the next thing that we're going to look at as well is, so we already have Mercury retrograde, the industry events. The final thing that you want to add, and I say final because we can keep building on this. It's kind of like calendar APIs. We can continue to build on this. If you think of something awesome, let me know and drop it in the comments. Feel free to DM me. I'm all about calendars and productivity. It's my thing. Okay, next one, add in particular birthdays. I know, wasn't ready for that. But add in particular birthdays of people because people love their birthdays. And it gives you an opportunity to, 1, engage with people to continue to build and nurture as what I like to call friendship maintenance. It can help you with friendship maintenance, but also it can help you with marketing strategies and marketing tools that you can use in order to sell particular products to people around their birthdays and give them perks, access to you, gifts, things of that nature. People around their birthday, they remember certain things that's designed for them. They'll remember your business, they'll remember your brand, and you'll be able to build and cultivate friendships and relationships. One thing that we know, if you're over here, one thing that we know, everyone is personal development because everyone's a person. And when you show that you remember these people's birthdays, you remember certain things about them, they will tune into you more because we live in a world where it used to be 6 degrees of separation. It's 1.5. Okay. It used to be, oh, well, let me get your attention. No, it used to, if you are in the marketing, advertising, sales world, you know that it used to be 7 touch points before someone could remember your product or brand. There's no longer 7 touch points. It's 13. It is constantly increasing because things are noisy and we don't want to do that. We want to definitely have them have a personal connection with us, okay? That's what we want to do. Those are the key three things that you want to look for. What's up? Hey guys, hey. Look who just came in the room. Isaac, you have to watch that previous video. I talk about you in that video. It's so funny. I talk about Isaac. It's the funniest thing. Isaac, I talk about you in that video. And if you look at my 2023 recap, I talk about how I discovered Atlanta in 2023. Yes, it's hilarious. And people, I still get people laughing at me about that because Isaac Hayes III, guys, follow him. He's so funny. He made the funniest statement I'd ever heard. He said, Liberty, why are you down here acting like Christopher Columbus? And you know what? It's because I discovered Atlanta in 2023. That is the highlight of my 2023. It's been life-changing for me. Absolutely life-changing. I just did a live about it, and I'm going to do a video about it too, and how it's just changed the trajectory of my, I cannot even believe the things that these people are doing down there in Atlanta. It's unbelievable. But that's not the point of this video. Point of this video, setting your calendar up for success. And again, I love productivity, efficiency, and we really want you to focus on, if you're on this side of the internet, you are a growth mindset person. You are a person who is a leader and an achiever. And the thing that you want to do, set yourself up, great calendar. Let's go over the three things we talked about because we had 3. 1, you're going to Google Mercury Retrograde and insert whatever year. This framework works. This framework has worked for me for many years. And it's not about just this current year, but it will work for you for subsequent years as well. And what you will look at, Google Mercury Retrograde 2024. And one thing that we have noticed from Googling Mercury Retrograde 2024 is, let's talk about those particular dates. I'll go over them quickly. I'm going to yell them out in case you guys want to add them. December 13th, 2023. Last day is January 1st. That's today, 24. The first full Mercury retrograde for 24 is April 1st to April 24th. And then August 4th to August 27th. And then finally November 25th to December 15th. And the reason we do this is because we do not want to plan our events on these dates. We really don't want to go to events on these dates. And if we have to go, or if we have to speak, or if we have to push through, we're prepared for a level of nonsense that's not typically there at these particular events. That's just what it is. There's so many things that goes with my speaker. There's so many things that goes with Mercury retrograde. This will give you the opportunity to be equipped and be prepared, whether you are finishing up tasks, not texting your ex back, all of these things. Mercury retrograde framework, every calendar, every year. Number 2, what we're talking about as well. Number 2 is you are going to look for industry specific events that focus on growth for you, whatever your profession is. One of my top videos on my YouTube is top 5 tech conferences. You don't have to be in a tech. Whatever conference is in your industry, whatever event is in your industry, add those things to your calendar, okay? That's the focus of what you want to do, and you want to do that. And the reason that you want to do that is really because you don't want to stay stagnant, especially in the tech industry. It continues to grow exponentially. Seriously, it could be a new technology every 6 months, every 12 months, every 18 months. You want to stay in the conversation and stay in the know. You definitely want to do that. And I think that the best thing for you to do is just to have it on your calendar so you don't have to think about it. And number 3, last thing that we're going to talk about, and we're just giving you the top 3. It's a lot of other steps, but the top 3. And lastly, we're going to talk about going back to the events, because we're talking about the tech events. The example that I use is when I'm talking about South by, because I do a lot of South by events. And when I look up the Mercury retrograde for this year, as you can see, April 1st to the 24th, South by doesn't fall on those dates. And I'm like, yes, March is good. March is good. We can do it. Okay, so think about that. And then also, Lastly, we're going to add birthdays. Add the birthdays to the calendar. You're like, girl, what? We didn't add a Mercury Retrograde, and we didn't add industry specific events. Again, the birthdays are for your clients, customers, yourself, friends and family close to you, because that's the one day of the year how everyone is celebrating right now as a collective. They're not celebrating as an individual. The birthday is the individual. People remember when you do something for their birthday, when you mention their birthday, and I'm not talking about a text message. People remember when you show up for their birthday, because as you get older, and when I say older, I mean like over the age of 25, as you get older, people don't do stuff for your birthday. And people remember that. That's how you're going to build that connection and those relationships that will really sustain you as you move to the next level. As you matriculate throughout life, you'll be able to have people that connect with you on a people level. You want that people person connection. You want that, hey, I'm not going to be in Vienna. Why don't you use my yacht? Okay. All right. Yes. Thank you. That's what you want. That's what we want to do. That's one of the things that I like to focus on. And I was thinking about doing like a social engineering course, or it's really personal development and how to win friends and influence people. But, people like social engineering over here in the tech side of the world. So that is a number of things that you can do. And just to recap as we close out, as we set up our calendar, one, what did we talk about? We talked about Mercury retrograde. Just Google that. Google the year and then add it to your calendar. I like to add it in red because it'll cause you to stop. Notice it on the calendar, on the GCal. I use GCal. Notice it on your Google Calendar. It'll cause you to, I use red because it'll cause you to stop, drop, and roll if you need to. But you can notice that. And you can use any calendar system you want to. But just letting you know, that's what I use. So one, it's the Mercury retrograde for whatever year that you're in. And two, you want to focus on 5 industry-specific events that's going to help you grow in your industry, in your lane. I do tech events. You don't have to do tech events. You cannot like tech at all. However, I love technology. Yes, I'm Liberty Madison, that tech girl, and I love technology. That's what I do. However, you can do whatever you want. Whatever industry you're in, go ahead and add that to your calendar because it's going to help you grow. It's going to help you connect. It's going to help you expand your network and expand your reach. We're not doing these cold emails. Hey, I saw you on LinkedIn. No, you're going to attend these conferences, and I will have a video up on how you can maximize your experience while on the ground in the field as a person who's there to really connect and not hide behind I'm an introvert. Don't even get me started on that. We're not doing that tonight, okay? The next thing that we're going to do, and lastly, is we're adding birthdays. Birthdays as that personal touch. Birthdays gives you the opportunity for people to see you outside of the professional light. Birthdays, the way that you can maneuver, and I'll have a couple of ways that you can leverage this information, but we're talking about the calendar right now. Let's get to the calendar. We're talking about that. That is going to be add birthdays of friends, family, colleagues, people that you know, people that you don't know, to your calendar so you can be aware of what's going on in your world so that building these relationships can help you matriculate throughout society to the next level, whatever endeavors that you decide to pursue, whatever inclination you get, you could possibly have a connection that can get you to the top. You can help each other. You can build that relationship and continue to build that rapport. That's what we have for you today, guys. I really, really appreciate you for dropping in. Let me know if you want to continue to have some of these gems dropped on you and you want to continue to maybe look at things a little differently, because I know a number of people probably go, what? I never thought about adding Mercury retrograde to my calendar. Or, you know what? I never really thought about routinely identifying 5 key industry-specific events and adding them to my calendar. Never thought about that. Didn't even think that's going to build my network. Okay. Yes, it will. And also that personal touch, because again, you're never doing business with companies. I don't care what anyone says. You're never doing business with companies. You're only doing business with people. You're in the people business. As many ways as you can think about ways to be better at communication, better at communication, and better at communication, you'll be successful in life. Oh, yes. So that's it, guys. If you have any questions before we jump off, feel free to drop it in the chat. I wanted to come on and have that conversation to really inspire you and look at, hey, what's going on? And really inspire you, and also have these chats, because that's one of the things that I want to do this year. And that's why when we started on this particular live, setting up your calendar, we were listening to Kenny Chesney. This is going to be, I'm going to drop this bonus gem. The bonus gem, y'all already got the 3, but this bonus gem, this bonus gem is add something that you want for yourself on the calendar. Add something that you want for yourself, that we can see it on the calendar and you can work towards accomplishing that. And one of the things that I really want to do, okay guys, come on in here. This is gonna be good. You're gonna be like, what? Okay, girl, let's make this happen. You can do it. You guys know how I feel about birthdays. I'm a birthday girl. I am a professional birthday girl. I tell you, I'm a professional party girl. I'm a professional birthday girl. Although I don't drink, curse, smoke, or do drugs, or anything like that, and never have. I've never had alcohol, never had any sort of anything. But I am a professional party girl. And I love a birthday. I do birthday months. I don't even do birthday days. I love a birthday month. Starting on the 1st, May 1st to May 31st, it is a birthday situation. If you know me, I have an entire website dedicated to how my friends and family should behave for my birthday. If you go to thelibertyshow.com, you too can learn how and what you need to do for my birthday. I love a birthday. It's the difference between a friendship and no friendship. I'm just saying. And so when it comes to that, I really, oh, okay, wait a minute. What? Oh my God, I love that. Hit my DMs. We need to connect, definitely. I love that. Okay, somebody just commented, everything art. I don't know your names, but they just commented that they are alcohol free and they've never had alcohol or drugs or anything like that in their life. I love that, because that's me. I literally live that life every day. That's who I am. It just is what it is. However, when people are like, ooh, you like to party? I'm like, I'll dance on this table if we got enough time. We ain't even got to have enough time. Professional party girl. I love to have a good time. But I always tell people, ask people what their definition of party is, because sometimes people mean party and they don't mean party. They really mean hard drugs. And I'm just like, no, thank you, sir. We just like to party over here. But that's not the point. The point of this is when we were talking about the calendar, we're talking about adding something for yourself. And one of the things that I was looking at for me, this is the bonus tip. This is super, super bonus, is we were listening to this live. We were listening to Kenny Chesney. One of my goals for this year, y'all, what y'all think? Come on in here, I'm going to tell you. Come on, I'm going to tell you, because I think you're going to love it. You're going to love it. My goal, and if anybody knows how to make this happen, because I have a few ideas, but if y'all want to make me, if you want to help me make this happen, let's go. One of my goals for this year, I want to open for Kenny Chesney. Oh my God. Yes, that's what I want to do. I want to open. I want to open for Kenny Chesney. I think that would be just amazing. If you have been following me for a while, I have a dynamic, phenomenal country show that I do, and I did before the pandemic, but I haven't brought it back since pandemic. I really want to bring it back. I have a phenomenal country western line dance show. It's just the best. I love everything about country music. My show is dope. I've done so many shows with Google, Facebook Kids, organizations, private events, nonprofits, venture firms. Yes, ton. I really love it, and that's my goal. So anyways, adding that to the calendar. So what I'm doing, because this is a me thing. This has nothing to do with anything that I just told y'all about. This is a me thing. Okay, what's your thoughts? Tell me if you have any ideas to make this happen. I'm looking at his tour schedule, okay? I'm looking at his tour schedule, seeing what coincides with, well, actually, I don't want it to coincide with Mercury retrograde, seeing how I can integrate myself into his tour schedule. And then I'm looking at dates that he's going to be close to me. I'm looking at dates that he's going to be far away from me, just kind of like that distance thing. What city that I want to possibly open for? How can I make this happen? So I'm adding those things to my calendar because, again, we were talking about all this productivity. This is one thing that I would love to accomplish. Again, we added personal goals. I would love to accomplish opening for Kenny Chesney. Yes, I could do it. When I tell you I could do it, I would kill it. Oh my God. Yes, that is what I would love to do. And that is what I have added to my 24 calendar. And there you go. So add that. That's the bonus tip, is to add a personal goal of yours to your calendar and maybe some ways that you could possibly achieve it and make that happen for yourself. Quick recap for the key 3 things. 1, you're going to Google. This is the first step. You're going to Google Mercury retrograde, insert whatever particular year that you're in right now. And so for us, remember, we Googled, let's just see here, unlocking my phone. Okay, let's just see here. We Googled Mercury retrograde 2024, and that is, they're going to give you 4 dates. It's going to happen like 4 times a year, 3 to 4 times a year. December 13th, 2023 to January 1st. That's us right now. April 1st to April 24th. August 4th to August 27th. November 25th to December 15th. Those are your 2024 Mercury retrograde dates. And then the next step, step 2, you're going to look for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 industry specific events that will enhance your growth knowledge so you can continue to grow in your industry. I go to tech events. So when you go to my YouTube, you see one of my top performing videos is top 5 tech conferences of the year. You don't have to do that. You don't have to look for tech conferences. You can look for any industry specific events that's going to be beneficial for your growth. That's key. That's what I want you to focus on, okay? That's going to be key. That's going to help you succeed and help you expand your network and expand your reach. Because again, you don't need to be jumping on these Zooms all day. Nothing beats in-person interaction and meeting someone in a live space, conference, event, workshop, whatever it is. You identify those 5, add those to your calendar, okay? And then lastly, we talked about adding birthdays. Birthdays of your colleagues, birthdays of your friends, customers, ideal clients that you want to work with, your clients. Doesn't matter. Family, friend, doesn't matter. Add birthdays because we want to add, hey Sid, how's it going? We want to add that personal touch that most people forget. Are you most people? If you're on this side of the internet, you're not most people. Not at all. You're a leader. And you do things that make you stand out to be a leader. After the age of about 25, people really don't. If it's not in your close core group, they're not celebrating birthdays. So they're just not doing it. And either celebrating it as a core friend, but to have someone remember your birthday builds relationship, okay? It builds a personal connection and it allows them to see you outside of a LinkedIn light, okay? We want to build a personal connection with people. And also, in addition to that, we talked about the benefits of how it's just not this personal connection of, oh, I remember your birthday. It gives you a key marketing strategy that really can help boost your business as well as boost the relationship and transform it where they can actually accelerate trust. And that's our goal, accelerating trust over here. That's the key thing. And the bonus one, that I gave you. The bonus one is you can add your own personal goal, and I just give you an inside tip on, this is not all of my personal goals, but it is one of my personal goals. One of my personal goals is I want to open for Kenny Chesney. And I was looking at his tour schedule, looking at dates, crossing them against and hatching them against Mercury Retrograde, looking at my schedule. And it's one of those things that I know I would kill it opening up for him. I have an amazing country show that I think what his audience would love, I would love, and it would just bring so much energy and joy and introduce people to the world of country. It's amazing. And yeah, I love it. Oh, okay. Sid just drops in the comment section. Hey, Sid. He says, Happy New Year. Let's talk more this year. All the best. Thank you, Sid. Thank you so much for dropping that. I love you chiming in. Sid is amazing. It's so good. Happy New Year to you. This is going to be a fantastic year. We're in this leap year. We have this 366 versus the 365. And I'm really, really excited about it. It's day one, and let's go. Thank you guys so much for taking the time to watch this. I'm going to keep this up. I'm also going to add it to YouTube so you can check it out there. But I really just wanted to sit down and let you know you're awesome. You're a liberator. You are a leader. You are taking this year and making it your own in a very specific, strategic way that can be measured for success. By chance? I don't think so. What? No, why? I don't understand. We're not those people, okay? We want to see it written out and measured. I mean, like I always say, if you're going to be in love, can you be in love in an orderly fashion, right? Can we have success in incremental steps? Thank you guys. And again, I'm Liberty Madison, coming to you from Miami. Welcome to Miami. Bonito. Miami. I listened to this song like 30 times so that I can learn all about Miami. And I'm super, super excited. My first time in Florida, and I'm already on the website. It's a vibe. All right, guys, I'm going to leave this up so you can watch it. And again, hit me in the DM. Definitely have any questions. Make sure to subscribe to the YouTube and make sure to follow this account and further accounts, subsequent accounts as well, because I'm going to be going live more, and I'm going to put together a core group that I want to continue to add more knowledge and information so we can grow and we can share. And like I said earlier in this conversation, tech grows exponentially, always changing. And I want to make sure that we're always staying on top of our industry and continuing to be leading learners. All right, guys. Bye, liberators.